Hi, it's Cheryl with Caribou Country Lifestyle. I haven't done a tour in quite a few weeks. It's beginning of September, back to school, back to work for me. I loved having the summer off, but now back to reality and back to work. And I wanted to start this September off with a little bit of a fall tour of my garden. So let's check it out. So over here, these are my New Girl tomatoes, and I actually have just pruned the tops off of all of my tomato vines in the raised beds here. But look at those clusters of New Girl tomatoes. I can't wait until they actually start to ripen. And another big huge cluster down there. They look amazing. And then next to them, I'm gonna go in close. Those are my chocolate sprinkles cherry tomatoes. I absolutely love these. I love the looks of them. They're great to eat by themselves. I use them in a salad. I actually love eating them by themselves. And I've pruned off and just left the clusters of tomatoes that have formed so that they can ripen. And then over here down that back side, that's my black cherry, the natural black cherry tomatoes, and I have lots of clusters of those as well. Over here down below, this is the sweet sunset peppers, and I've got just a couple of peppers, lots of flowers. And over here again, I actually have a sweet sunset pepper along with the gypsy pepper, and they're both a sweet pepper though. If I travel up this vine, these are my Oxheart tomatoes. This has a great space selection for my Oxheart tomatoes. Where I had them last year, I actually got hardly any tomatoes. Really happy with the way that they are. I was pruning all the tops off of my tomatoes and filled up this wheelbarrow with it. So over here, this is my cauliflower. In behind the cauliflower, I have my celery, and it's doing really well. I have quite a few plants of celery. More cauliflower. Coming over here, it's the Danver half-long carrots. And when I follow up this vine, this is my Flying Saucers Morning Glory. I've had some that are blue. This one has a little bit of a purple tinge in the center of it. They're pretty spectacular actually. Then we have the calendula, and in there one of my zinnias has opened up, and there's another one about to open up. And then I have this big long vine. This is my pumpkin. And there, I have a pumpkin there. And then I have another little one down in there. In behind is my corn and producing ears. Now we're just waiting for them to finish developing and filling up those ears of corn so we can start picking that. This is my yellow zucchini. I have picked off quite a few zucchinis off of the yellow one already. Now this is my Amish paste, and I don't think I'm going to grow tomatoes on this panel again, because the last 2 years that I've grown tomatoes on this panel, we haven't had a lot of production. I don't think it likes the area. And there's some more Amish paste, just not very many. And then here we have clusters of the cherry tomatoes. And I think this is the Sweetie cherry tomato. At first I thought it was the Carnival Blend, which is part of the Brandywine family, to find out that it is clearly a cherry tomato. Down in front of these, look at that. That is my Peter Pan squash, and that's almost ready to pick. It's beautiful. This is my Black Beauty zucchini. It's a green zucchini. And I have one coming in right there, but I've picked a couple off of here as well. Now I'm going to move over to this bed. This is the Dragon Tongue bush beans. And when I look at the front, I seen I had quite a cluster there of them. I think after I pick these off of here, that's going to be the last of my bush beans, and I will pull these ones out. Here I have my rutabagas, and got a pretty good sized one in there. These ones are a little smaller, but they are definitely coming along. Won't be picking those for a while. Gonna wait until a bit of the frost hits them, because that's what really gives them the flavor. These are my Brandywine tomatoes. Again, gave them quite the haircut. Next to them are the Aunt Ruby's German green tomatoes. Look at those right there. I'll get out of the sun. I'm casting a shadow. In front of these tomatoes are my jalapeno peppers. And I have lots of peppers on all of these plants. I even have some that are turning red on them. And then on this side, this is my cheddar cauliflower. Now it's not the greatest looking, so I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. But here is my broccoli. It's coming along. And I just want to show you the 4 different types of carrots I have. So this first one, that is the solar yellow. Then I have the Denver half-longs. Behind that is the atomic red. And then the purple haze. My favorites are the Denver half-longs, and I'm really liking the atomic red. This is my first year planting them, and they are absolutely wonderful. Whether you're eating them raw or cooked, I will definitely be planting a lot more of those next year. More Denver half-longs, more of the atomic red, and I want to plant next year the Scarlet Nantes. And then we have my kale. And the kale is doing really good. My spaghetti squash this year, like, it's pretty pathetic looking actually. Last year I had a dozen spaghetti squashes on it all over my panel, and I had them all tied up. And this year, they just haven't done very good at all. This is the dwarf curly green kale. Coming over here are my beets. Underneath here, that's the golden beet. Then we come into the red ace beets. Got just a short row of those too, as I ran out of the red ace beet seeds. Then I finished the row off with my golden Detroit beets. In there are the bull's blood beets, and in front of the beside the bull's blood beets are my cylinder beets, and we've picked quite a few off of them, and I've given quite a few away to my sister-in-law. And in here are the solar yellow carrots and the purple haze carrots, and then my annual green bunching onions. Been picking lots off of them, picking lots of Swiss chard, And my bush beans are going insane. I am picking bush beans like you would not believe, or not bush beans, sorry. These are my, oh my goodness, these are the pole beans. So now that I'm pulling out my bush beans, my pole beans are taking over, and I'm just continuing to pick off of them. There, I'm drying up my Chinese toi choy, and my peas are coming to an end. They're definitely turning yellow. Here we have my Pacino Cola sunflower. Look at my snap peas. And then this sunflower here, that's the Floristan sunflower. I have another one over by my corn, but it hasn't opened up yet. Here is all my cabbages. They're looking really good. I've had to add a little bit of diatomaceous earth for them, but they're doing good. There's one of my leeks beside the cabbage. Here we have yellow pear tomatoes. They haven't started to ripen yet, but they're coming along. And in front of the yellow pear, this is my Tabasco pepper. Now, it's got lots of flowers on it, but I haven't gotten any peppers on it yet. And then beside it is my cayenne pepper. I have lots of flowers, those cute little purple flowers. And then look at these cayennes. Like, they're coming. They are coming along. And then this is my, well, this one is my mystery tomato, because I'm not sure what it is. It just has flowers, so it's not going to produce anything. But this was the top that I knocked off of my German green, the old German green. This old German green, those are the only tomatoes that I have on it. It doesn't help that I've pretty much beaten it up like you would not believe. I have 3 tomatoes on it, so better luck next year. And then in front of that is my Satsuma orange hybrid pepper plant. Have the flowers, but I haven't had any peppers on it yet. In behind, that's my eggplant. I did plant some spinach and some French breakfast radishes, and this is the only spinach that has popped up so far. But then I have my French breakfast radishes are coming along. There's another eggplant, and this is probably my biggest eggplant right here. And I even see that, I don't know if you can see this, there's a bud right there on my eggplant. So hopefully I can get a flower off of it, if anything else. In this bucket, I have my onion sets growing, and then this is my sweet potatoes. I have 2 sweet potato vines in here, but this one has just really been taking off. So hopefully I get some sweet potatoes. Another thing I wanted to show you, I'm just coming down here over where we have our pigs, and we noticed that there was a vine coming in. We're in with the pigs just along the electric fence. So the only reason they haven't been able to get to it is because of the electric fence. So let's take a look. I'm just going to come down these stairs. The pigs will probably come to me, but that's okay. So if we go over here, and I don't know if you can see this, but we have a vine, and it's right underneath the electric fence, and it has started, And so, like, I can see the flowers on it, and there's more flowers in here, and then you come along, and this is how long it has gotten. Now here, you can, I gotta get my handle out of the way. There, you can see that it has a fruit there, and it looks like either a butternut squash. I'm pretty sure it's a butternut squash, but I'm going to show you something else because that vine is coming down over on the side. We're going to go to the other side of the pig fence, on the outside. Let's come down over here. I'm going to show you it. I don't know if you can see it from here. As we get closer, it's growing down this side of the bank. That's funny. Somebody lost their flip-flop. That's hilarious. Never noticed that before. But look at this. This vine has come down and it is growing down here. Now, I do see some fruit developing on it, but like down here, you can see right there that it's got something on it, and it just, I think it's a butternut squash. There's another one beside it, but I don't see any bigger ones. Like if I could see some bigger fruit coming off of it, but there's not. So it's really hard to tell what this is going to be. I just thought it was pretty cool. So that's my tour. I'm not going to show you what I have going on my deck because all of my bush tomatoes are not doing great. I mean, I have them all on the deck, but they're not doing that great at all. So we'll have to figure out what the problem is with that and have better success for them for next year. So it's a pretty nice day out today, and just wanted to do a little tour with you of my garden, showing you what's coming along, what's been almost finished, and what I've pulled out, what's still going on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, throw a hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, throw a like in there too. So anyways, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you the next time on my next tour. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.